Yeah.
Yeah, so
well, that's luckily because Angel, she's on,
the best thing to do is to stay away from people out here because they're gonna
You
steal
know
from
what?
you.
I know, man. I do it. I just had my backpack stolen 3-4 days ago.
Yeah.
Luckily, Angel was just about ready to get her Social Security because we would have had nothing. We keep everything in one bag: our phone, our chargers, our plugs and cords and everything.
And somebody stole it.
Mm-hmm.
What, y'all left it for a quick second?
I was taking it, just sleeping at night or taking a nap.
Yeah.
If they're quiet enough, they can even get around that dog. And that dog usually hears everything. But
Yeah.
They can't always. Like if you're in a high traffic area or, near some cars that are
right
and stuff like that, they tend to block out a lot of noise.
And that's a friendly dog too, though, so he's not gonna understand
also,
though.
But at least he'll bark though usually.
Oh yeah, for real.
And that's our sign to wake up. When
Yeah.
we hear her bark, we usually get up and look around. Who's that? What do y'all want?
Right.
But sometimes you don't do that.
People just scandalous, man. I figure like this, man.
I never dealt with that my whole life until I got homeless, and that's when I realized it. And that's when I had that issue of, people robbing me and stealing from me and taking everything I got and everything.
It's like I'm on the street, you on the street. What we stealing from each other, man? We need to come together. What's that? What's that? A little. Yeah.
What was that? A little lizard?
A little lizard or something like that. So let the people know how long you been out here.
It's been quite a while. It's been like 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't think we were going to do another summer. I can deal with the rest of the year out here, but summer times are just brutal.
Right.
I've had some friends die out here, heat stroke, and a combination of drugs and heat stroke kind of thing.
Right.
A lot of them die from that because they're on drugs and it's hot.
Because it's bad out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It gets really hot.
Right.
I'm coming out of Florida. After Katrina, I moved to Florida. I worked for Disney for 10 years. So I'm used to it kind of being hot.
Is it hot out here or is it hot in Florida?
It's definitely hotter out here.
In Arizona is definitely hotter.
Yeah, and you would think that Florida being closer to the equator would probably be hotter, but it's not though. It's Florida's almost like an island. The breeze and everything comes over Florida. And you get those showers every day. It kind of cools
How was that at Disney World? But I think didn't Disney World have something going on where a lot of people got arrested for doing something with minors? Or it was something like that.
Really? I don't know. Not when I was there anyway. It's been quite a while since I've been there, but I'm sure they must keep they keep all that stuff under wraps.
Yeah.
I remember when a kid got bit by an alligator or something out there.
Yeah, I remember he wandered off.
Yeah, and they hush all that stuff real fast with big money, big money, and they just kept quiet,
Yeah.
Disney World's real good at that.
Did you get paid good money working at Disney, or was it like a standard?
Yeah, I was like bartending and waiting tables and something.
Yeah.
And they gave me like $30 an hour.
Oh yeah, Disney World, and that was back in the day.
Yeah, that was back. Yeah, that was a long time ago, and they were paying me very well. They were like, "Well, you're coming out of Katrina, you need a place to go. Oh, we'll bless you," and they treated me real nice.
So how long did you work at Disney World?
10 years. Yeah. About.
So did you get fired or what?
9 years. Well, they wound up closing down where I was working. Well, they closed the business and they were going to open up something different, but I went off to venture off into something else. I wanted to try, I wound up doing mortgages actually.
Yeah.
Because at the time you could do mortgages without any kind of certification, no kind of license, no anything. You could just be anybody off the street with an ID,
right?
And you could refinance somebody's home. It's really easy. You just follow they give you a list of they give you a paper with like 13 things on the list.
Yeah.
And you have to find you get their name, their fucking ID, driver's license, I-9 form, Social Security, payoff on the house, blah, 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 all the way down the list. And then you send it to your mortgage,
right.
And they look at it and they tell you, what kind of interest rate, and, what you can get.
Was that pretty decent?
It was pretty decent, yeah. My first check at PMC mortgage was $3,200.
Oh, that was pretty good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also.
So
Yeah,
let's
very
get
good
it. So
money.
let people know what led you to move down to Arizona.
Well, we kind of still bounced around a little bit, even though I was in Orlando for a long time. We bounced from, place to place. Meanwhile, the kids were growing older and moving out and getting away and, going off and doing their own thing. And then my wife was basically doing the same thing, growing up and going away.
Right.
So I was by myself and I was just,
You and your wife got a divorce.
Yeah, we got a divorce, and I just felt that I was like free for the first time in my life, because when I started having kids early, like at 19, I had my first daughter.
Okay.
So it was work and daughter.
You got grandkids out here, man.
Yeah, I got a couple grandkids now, and so but anyway, I was like, for the first time in my life, it was like completely free. I wasn't like a teenager in school anymore, and I wasn't married, I wasn't children. I was just a grown male adult with no responsibilities at all.
Right.
So I think that's probably what led to this, homeless lifestyle, and just having a carefree view on the world.
Yeah.
I kind of like, how you might say, I went punch drunk with it. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know life could be so easy and so cool.
So what led you out here though?
Well, I was living in Denver, and my wife wound up secretly, getting involved with her drug dealer, and he lived out here. So we were kind of coming out here and back and forth. I think that they were running. I'm not really sure the details, but I was kind of along for the ride. Me and my wife were distant.
Yeah.
We weren't really that close anymore. But we were still together,
Right.
kind of, in a way. But yeah, I wound up coming out here, with them. I guess you might say with them now.
Yeah, right.
But looking back, it was with
you didn't know what was going on.
It wasn't us with him. It was more like me with them, And so I just kind of got left behind out here, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just.
Were you working at the time or no? Was it like a downhill spiral?
Well, actually, I was kind of working, but it was like a day labor thing.
Yeah.
Where I was like flagging traffic, like slow and stop.
Yeah.
The guys that have the signs.
Yeah.
Slow, stop.
Yeah.
Slow, stop. I would do that for like 8 hours a day, and if they had work for me, it was like a day labor. They pay me at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I understand.
That kind of scenario. But not real work, though, it was just,
Just getting paid.
Yeah, just like $60, $70 a day, I think is what it was.
So did you have an apartment, anything, or at that point you still laying on the street?
Yeah, it was hotel to hotel, or sleeping in our car and stuff like that.
Then you just eventually just lost the car and just lost everything, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So what would you say was your choice? Most people would be on drugs out here. Did you start drinking a lot?
I did start drinking a lot. Yeah, it's funny you guess so, just like that. But drugs really wasn't a part of my life anymore. I quit doing drugs. I was off. I went like 6 years without touching any kind of drug at all, not even weed or anything.
Yeah.
And I just was drinking. Not hardcore drinking, but just drinking beer and steel reserves.
Right.
But constant. Like all the time, every day, drinking beer.
What do you think the future holds for you?
Well, I'm hoping that, I really want Angel to be happy, and I want her to be safe and off the streets. But she's been on the streets even longer than me. And I just want things to work out for her, really. I've got some health issues. They say I got nodules on my lungs, and I've probably got, I got a lot of problems health-wise,
We gonna try to get you a cash app set up, and man, if y'all want to donate to the channel, man, we'll get that started. For sure.
Oh, that would be cool. And she's got a thing at GiveSendGo.com, and it's under Tammy Crew or Tammy Angel. or it's Tammy Krugh, Krugh, and it's her and her little doggy, and her car got broke down, and actually she bought a lemon,
Yeah.
and so it was like a piece of crap, and so she's got like a fund set up, to get a new car, so she wouldn't be on the street. She could be at least in her vehicle.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got one of those little funds set up, but
Okay, we
actually had some people donate, but nothing big,
Yeah.
But
Just something to get by.
Yeah, just something. Yeah, right.
It's gonna work out, Sean, man. I say
I'm
so.
sure it will.
Yeah.
God has a plan. God always makes sure. And we're not exactly miserable, even though it is hot.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's hot and it's hot and kind of crazy to be out here on these streets, but
Yeah.
but we can live with that. We can survive that.
Yeah.
Sometimes God puts you through those positions, to make you tough, and see how tough you are. And if you're not that tough, it'll make you tough.
Yeah. Man, hey, I appreciate your time, Sean, man. That's all we gonna keep you for a little bit, man. You got some cold water over there?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
A big old ice. I got an ice chest, and that blue thing right over there. Yeah.
Oh, you doing it the right way over here, man.
We gotta make sure we got cold drinks.